Hello, you guys can hear me? If you can hear me, just give me a hi or something. Just because my mic is not working properly. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, okay, okay. So you guys can hear me, right? Let me just check on my mobile also. You can hear me? Just yep. Give me a hi or something. Okay, perfect. So there was some error with my mic, but yep, it's now fixed. So yep, how many people are there? Okay, so there are almost 20 people, and yep. So these are the Bitcoin charts we discuss daily. We have Bitcoin, then we have Ethereum, then we have Solana, then we will have silver, gold, our oil, our favorite oil, and yep. On in previous update, in previous live stream, we shorted XRP, and it gave a crazy profit of like 3.68%. That's a good one. We scalp it just because of RC divergence. You can see a base divergence here, and just because of this, we shorted it, and it gave a 3.26 RR. That's a good one. And after that, we shorted Ethereum, but it came to a TP1 and then swapped out at entry. I think that it will give a fake out toward the upper side around somewhere around this zone, which I will discuss later in the charts in the Ethereum session around this zone like NT2, and then I will look for shorts. And Google is like dumping right now after CPI that day. Yesterday was CPI, today is PPI, I think so, and now Google is dumping. It's okay. We have trimmed like 50% at 3.37%, and it's okay for us. And after silver is also dumping. So that's why I said that market is boring right now. Crypto market is also boring, but commodities and like stocks are also going towards boring side. We pumped toward the upper side, and we booked around almost, what's the booking size of our TP? It was like 2%. I have shared the PNL. Let me just check it. Yep, it was like 34% on the 25s leverage. So it was like good one. And then we don't have any extra trades. Yep. So we don't have any extra trade. I was looking for Soul, but it wasn't a good setup. You can see I was looking to short here, but I don't get any sort of confirmation or something. So I then shorted it, and after that we have invalidation of altcoin, and yep. So let's continue towards our today's chart. Let me just open the channel chat. Okay. So hi movies explanations. Hi 978 Myro. Sorry. Hi Billy. So welcome to the stream. If you're here for the first time, subscribe to the channel. And yep, let's continue. So this is our BTC chart. I have separated the themes. So the blue one is for like BTC, the updates, and the green one would be like the group and the signal and all the stuff. So you don't get confused later on. So these are the like important level on the chart. We have a big wick to at $62,000 to $60,000 on the 8-hour time frame, and we have a good level at $66,000. We have a level at $71,200. So in between we don't have anything, and we are just moving in that range. If you have a look at 15-minute time frame, you can see we are moving sideways, 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 sideways. So I would say that let it move toward any of the side. Like let's say this is the low, this is the high, let it break it. Like let's say we have a move toward any of the side. If we start moving toward in this what do you call it, range, in the range, you just skip it. You don't trade this one just because we have a range, and we can't trade. Like it's let's say you long here, it's a 3% move, but where's your SL? Like for a zone, you can place your SL here, your SL here, your SL here. And if you just place your SL right around this zone, that's my favorite zone, you get a RR of 1.5. That's not suitable, that's not rewarding. So I would say just skip it. And if you go for a short, the previous level that are for like the SL, if you just place your SL, then it's around this one. like the previous highs. I use previous highs, and your TP would be around one point, like 3%, but still it's 1 hour. So I will say skip it. That's why I'm not trading BTC right now. I'm just waiting for it to break any of the side, either lower side or the upper side. Then we will watch it. And if you just pull out fixed range volume profile on this range, then you will see we have a POC at $7,300, and still we aren't respecting that POC. Like, let's say this is the POC, we smash it toward the VAH, the value area high, and then we again break it. So we aren't respecting this one. So this is invalid right now, and there is nothing working in the market, especially on Bitcoin. And yep, so on the longer time frame, if you have a look at 4 hour time frame, you can see we have a breakout of the triangle. Some people call it ascending triangle, some people call it bearish triangle, just because we have a bearish downtrend and we have a bearish flat type of pattern. And but depends what's your views. And we have a retest breakout here. We pump toward the upper side. I will call it zone of interest. This is zone of interest just because of this imbalance, a big imbalance. And then we have a retest here. Then we are sitting at around maybe golden pocket. Yep. So we are retesting around golden. We are rejecting from golden pockets of this whole retest move. So that's what I am just watching right now. We have a zone. So you can see we are trapped in 0.38382 and 0.666 on the Fibonacci levels. So that's my level. I am just waiting for those. Again, if you have any question related to Bitcoin, or if you are stuck in any position related to Bitcoin, or you want to ask something, you can ask. Then we will move toward Ethereum, Solana, and other stuff like non-crypto stuffs. Maybe no questions. And yep, we will look for scalps at the end, like at the last stream. Bro, do you think Ethereum will fall the price? Yep, Ethereum will, but right now Ethereum is looking bullish. Like, let me just show you. If you have a look at this one, Ethereum is currently lagging from like price. You can see the Bitcoin is just have broken out, retested, and now sitting at some, let's say, the golden pocket, below the golden pocket. But Ethereum haven't broken out, is haven't retested. Yeah, I have tried drawing something like this, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't like relates just because we don't have any high here there. So we have just one high and then two high and then just a breakout. So I don't think it's like a perfect pattern. So yep, I will just wait for it. And if you have a look at Ethereum, you can see we are forming a bearish RSI divergence even on New York opening. So if you are like a swing shorter, or you can short, or you know how to manage your risk, you can short Ethereum at CMP with a DCA at these highs, around these highs. This is at 2130 or like 2150 or 2180. That's the zone. You can short it with a TP of like $1,900, somewhere around here, somewhere around the light VL, this zone. So and your SL would be around these highs. So this will be your setup. If you can manage your risk, you can take the shot. So and if you can't, just skip it. I will post in the group afterwards, like if I find suitable. Just because we haven't broken out of this, and that's my Ethereum point of view right now. But I still think that a fake out is imminent on Ethereum. We can give a fake out and then we can dump toward the lower side. Overall, I am bearish, but still on like looking at Ethereum, I think that this RSI divergence will be faked out and we can go toward the lower side. Sorry, first upper side, then we can go toward the lower side. Doge looking good for trade. Yep, we will have a look at Doge after Solana. Firstly, we will cover a Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let me just have a look at Bitcoin. If we are forming some sort of RSI divergence, nope. So you can have a look at Bitcoin. We are in a downtrend on Bitcoin, but in Ethereum, you can see we are moving sideways. So that's what I'm saying. Ethereum is looking bullish, but still lagging on major perspective. And then we should move to a Solana just because you don't have any questions. And let me just show you Ethereum BTC chart again. Yesterday, not yesterday, on Tuesday we saw the Ethereum BTC chart, and Ethereum BTC chart is basically Ethereum versus BTC that you can trade on some exchange. Like it is listed on Binance, maybe on Bybit, and yep, you can leverage trade it. But it's very hard to, like, you can't judge where it is going right now. There you go. You can see on Ethereum BTC we have got this wick, and this is a fake out that was I am expecting on this one. So we can get a fake out here, like something like this, to just, and on the Ethereum BTC chart it will just fill up the wick. Let me show if we have a pattern similar here, like just like this. You can see we gave a wick, we move sideways, and then we fill up the wick by 80% or 67%, and then we start moving to the lower side. Why I'm saying 87 or 80% or 67%? Just because it's on Fibonacci. You can see my Fibonacci levels. It's 67% is like golden pocket, and 80% is like around the majority of the wick. So these are the favorite levels of filling the wick. So let me just use fib here. So even if we do like 60%, 67%, this is around this zone, and if we do 80%, it should be around this zone. So you can see we can fill up these, like, these candles. So that's what I'm expecting on Ethereum. What is your opinion about ICP? Yep, we will look at ICP. ICP, hype, link, everyone, every suggestion of yours. We will look at it afterwards. And now we have Solana. So Solana, let me just form it. We have a rising trend line here, and we can also form something like this. So this is a bear flag. You can see we are forming a bear flag, like we are just distribution here. And once we break this, we will go towards the 67.50 zone. That is the wick, and we'll fill the wick. So that's the longer perspective. But if you just draw it like BTC, then we can't have it, just because again we don't have any highs here. So just keep it. Maybe on the 2 hour time frame we will have something. We are printing RSI. Yep, we are printing RSI divergence here. So on Solana and Ethereum, like altcoins are printing RSI bearish divergence at New York opening. So what I'm expecting, we trap people here at these lows. People don't start shorting, and then we might trap it. We might trap them, like we give these highs as like the fake outs, and then we start dumping toward the low side. That's what I'm expecting right now. I'm not expecting right $99 or like $106 on Solana, just because market ain't bullish and we don't have like this much liquidity to pump Ethereum, BTC, and Solana and these coins. You can see what happened to silver. Like silver, we got stopped out on silver today at like the morning. We got stopped out, and after that, we just booked TPs. It again dump. It started dumping again. Okay, same with Google. You can see. So liquidity right now is in crisis. You can say you just have to trade carefully. That's why February was good for us, but March is having some SLs. We got a SL today. Maybe SL was we got SL tomorrow, yesterday also. Maybe I don't think so. Let me just have a look at this. Yesterday we got SL on. Nope, we don't got SL yesterday. Nope, but still, that's my view on Solana. If you have any, let me just have a look at Solana BTC first. We have two important charts on Solana, Solana BTC, and then we have Solana Ethereum. This shows, will Solana pump related to Ethereum or BTC, or it will continue dumping. Right now it's the same as Ethereum BTC, and yep, so it's same. We are just like consolidating in this range. Nothing new here. And if let me have a look at Solana Ethereum. So Solana Ethereum is also the same, but no, not the same. Let me just form a zone of interest here. So this is a zone of interest. I expect that we may fill this one. So if we fill this one, then the Solana is bearish related to Ethereum. But let's say let's say if you're bullish on Solana Ethereum, then it means Solana will go up, Ethereum will go down, or like Solana will outperform Ethereum. That's how you calculate these charts. Just draw in that some a trend line here, so we know that we did a live stream at this point. So if we break down, I will notify you. So okay, so BTC tapped VAH, sorry VAL, the very low. Okay, nice one. Now let's wait for it to like either break down completely like something like this, or either claim it like something like this, and then we may long toward like VAL, sorry VH, and SL would be around these lows, like these lows. It can be a good setup. Yep, we have RC divergence maintained. Not a best one, but still you can long here. If I were you, I should give a try here. Your This should be your position. You can long here if you want to, like around this zone. It's risky. Don't draw with like higher margin. Draw with like 0.1% of margin with like decent leverage if you want to. Otherwise, just wait for 5 minute closing. Let me just have a countdown here on the scales. Countdown. It's 3 minutes and 5 seconds. So just wait for it if you want to just. I'm just waiting for it while reading your comments, and let me just log in my exchange so that we can scalp together. So yep, that's a good zone, but still these 2 minutes are like important for us. You have to wait for it. This is not a best RSI divergence. We have a -5, -1 degree angle, so I would say wait for it, like the wait for closing. If we close above this zone, like this is the zone, what's the price of this? Let me just show it to you all. 9,790. If we close above this one, you can go long. Otherwise, just skip it. Just because we are sitting at like reversed zone. Either we reverse or either we just go to the lower side. Let me just delete some extra stuff on the chart. And yep. No. So we are still waiting. Can you check for me area velocity? Yep, I will check area velocity for you. Maybe we checked area velocity previous in the previous stream. Let me see if we have a chart here. Area velocity dot p. Maybe it was on KuCoin. Maybe I'm not sure on Bybit or yep, it was something like this. Yeah, this is the chart. I gave you two, three zones. Maybe we are sitting at this point. I don't remember, but maybe we are sitting at this point. I said if we claim it, then we will go toward this point, but we got rejected early, and now we are sitting at here. So if you want a short, then you have to wait for it, like break this wick, and then you can short it toward this wick or this wick. If we don't break this wick and with limit lies this, then just skip it. Then I would say it's a risky one, just because you can see the whole chart is like the mess one. It's not a typical good chart. On BTC, we are not forming a reversal here, just skip it. We have 13 seconds left and we are not forming a reversal. For now, we'll skip it. I will keep the chart with me and we will see like the other stuff. Let me just keep it the chart. We are sitting at $69,500. Okay. So now I will just look at your coins. Firstly, we have a coin of Dodge, Don USDTP. The question is, Dodge looking good for a trade. Can you take a look? Okay. So if you are saying Dodge looking good for a trade, if you have a trade, like if you have a setup, please mention the time zones or like the time frame, like the 15 minutes, 1 hour, like whatever time frame you have. Yep, maybe at a time of the position, at time when you shared, we have a setup, but right now, no, we have a bearish divergence here, like you can see, and we have a dip. We could have shorted if we were early, but still, this was the setup like SL around these body. So you should notice like where I am placing the SLs. Like I place SL at historical bodies or like historical wicks. Like we have the body here, so I am placing the SL here. So that's how I place SL, and you can see my targets are based on Fibonacci's. So golden pocket is around this zone. So I data this reward ratio 4.79, and it will fill it just because we have a wick lower this week and we will fill it. But still, this is not a trade. This is we just missed it, so I'm just deleting it. So if anyone watches later, so don't get confused. And now we are forming a double top bottomist pattern here on a 15-minute time frame with no, we got reacted badly here. So I don't see any trade here on Dodge, even on higher time frame. Let me just have a look at like the full higher time frame according to my swings. So you can see we have a sort of, yep, it will take time. Just skip it. If we get reject badly here, you can see a short here and you can place your SL above this wick. Again, we are just sitting at those lows and maybe we'll try here. Maybe. Dodge, skip dodge. Whoever asked it. Skip dodge. We don't have any like confluence here. Even if I draw this fixed range volume profile here, you can see the POC is at the bottom, so it's not like good. Yep, it can pump based on the POC, but still, it's a risky one. Where can you play the SL? Like, if I were you, or like I have to trade, then I should play the SL below the VAL, and the TPU should be around like VH. So this is a 4% or like the higher, like not the 4%. At entry price is 5% SL, 5 to 6%. So I just save it. I'm not trading it. But if you can try the risk. After that we have ICP. ICP are dead coin, bro. Some coins are like dead, but they are still on alive on X. But still, okay. So on the at higher lower time frame, we were printing the same BH divergence. We haven't dumped yet. Like it's looking strong, and we are forming a sort of round and bottom here. So in my opinion, if we keep holding this low, then you can look for longs based on the reaction, like the bullish reaction, and the SL would be around this week. Like if you have a look at this, below this week, it will be a like 1.7% SL. TP would be around this week. I expect that we fill this week once we have a bullish reaction here. What's the bullish reaction? You can see we come to this zone, then we have a wick slower. We can have a wick slower, like we can wick here, but still we should draw toward the upper side. Then again bullish reaction, and this time we break this one. So I would say just wait for on this one. Not a good time to long, but still you can wait for like 2.59 to $2.58. If we just hold this, then you can long. Otherwise, skip it just because we have a huge imbalance or like FVG here. You can feel it. Like it can come toward this, something like this. Let me just have a look at previous one if I can see. That's yeah, that sort of stuff. The FVG one. Yep. You can see we have huge FVGs or imbalance, and after that you debited, and the deviation was around this. You can see equal highs, and then we start dumping toward the lower side, and then we fill it, fill the whole like the gap, the big candle. I call it the big candle a gap, like just like the CME gap. These are the big gaps on the charts. You should fill it. No, no certainty here. I will just wait for it. And after that we have hype and link. Hype is a good one, but link is sort of non-narrative one right now. So today we have most of the times we were forming data set divergence. Okay, so I missed this one. Right now we are just holding this trend line. This is the pattern I shared with you guys in Ethereum, and this is one of the bearish pattern until and unless until we break this. Otherwise, it's a neutral pattern. And let me share with you, like it's a rising wedge. And let me just open that chart here. If I have it, let me just find it. And teaching rising wedge. Yep. So here's the rising. Sorry. Here's the rising wedge pattern. You can see these are my own charts, my own notes, and this is the falling wedge. In this we just form like falling wedge is a like we have two parallel lines and going with distribution or accumulation. So this is a wedge, and then we have a breakout here, then we have a retest, and then we long it with SL around your like we have some sort of wick here, some sort of like body here or something, whatever you have it here, and your target is the mouthpiece of this, the like the starting. Same in rising wedge, we have the outside the you can call it the opposite of this falling wedge. We have a rising channel in which we have a breakdown, breakout and retest, and at the retest we enter here. A retest can be here, 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 depending on the like the market situation. We can enter at we can enter breakout or retest or here, depending on like what sort of order you can take, you can achieve. By entering that retest, you get a beautiful order. Right, it's seems like a 9 to no, 1 to 9 order, and this one seems like 1 to 6 order. You can that one. So and the target is same, the open mouthpiece of this the whole. So this is how you trade rising wedge. And if you have a look at this one, so we have this target from this range. So we have a target of around 34.51 if we just break this one, break down and retest. Sorry, break down and retest, and the SL would be around there. So I use these wicks at the confluence, and this would be the SL. But firstly you have to wait for the breakout. But let's say if we don't break out, then what should we do? Then I use Fibonacci, sorry, not Fibonacci, it's fixed rate volume profile, and we don't have POC around somewhere around here. So we can use the value very high as confirmation. Like we can that from here, we can also short at the highs, but it's asterisk C, and you get a high RR. But let's say if we don't short here, let's say we don't short here, we short at this value very high, like we played the SL above the like above the wicks, and we short at very high, you can get like 7 RR. That's how you trade it. So right now it's in not sort of like you can say good pattern. You should wait on it. BTC we are like okay, we will wait for it to claim the fund. So we have Bitcoin stay resilient to oil price shocks. What's the oil price doing? Let me just have a look at. US oil. Okay, so we are not seeing a good move, but still it's sitting at 95.76 dollar. Okay. The next candle, like that, this candle will decide either we're opening it long or not. If we just fill this week, like this is the week. If we just fill this week and then continue falling, then we are not entering. Do you think this can be a fake dump, then pump to daily open? Yep, this can be a like that's what the whole long thesis is. Like this is a fake pump, like the fake dump, and then we pump toward the like continue pumping toward the value area high, and that's where we daily open, and then we start dumping toward the low side. That's what I'm saying. But still, you have to wait for it. You have to get some confirmations. You just don't trade on theories. So that's my scenario on hype, and then we will go to a link. Link is just moving a sideways range. Same like BTC. Either wait for it to break, or just you can try your luck. You can long from here towards these highs. So what's not good about like altcoins or and BTC is we haven't tapped these previous lows. So I would expect to tap. I would wait for it to tap the previous lows. Then I would trade it. USO, please. Yep, USO. You mean USO oil? And here it is. Yeah, I will check it at the end. I have a trade here. I will check it at that. Maybe I have a trade here. I was checking in the morning, and I found something bullish on here. You can see we have head and shoulder pattern also here, like this, something like this, something like this. We have head and shoulder pattern. Then we have like top and bottom handle. We have everything here, but it's a little bit volatile. That's why I'm waiting. I was waiting for new opening. Thank for thank you for everything you are doing and sharing with us. No worries, bro. I'm here for like I earn, you learn. That's everything. Meta signal. Okay, so you can. So we should look for scalps here. Let me just find something solid. Just because BTC isn't a good move. These are the line like have a look at this line, like the white line and this white line. Why I use these lines is just because we have like huge sell order here. How do you get it? Huge sell order just because you can see we close these candles here. Once we close previous candles, the whales or the smart money or whatever you call it, they place their sell orders at those points. And once we like break it, then we go through like crazy above toward the upper side. Liquidation, and we will have RSI heat map here. Let me just open with you guys. So this is the RSI heat map, and how I look for scalps is oversold and overbought. Just two steps. Like the overbought is the red one, we short it, and oversold is the green one, we long it. And the 5 minute time frame, we have a lot of coins here. Okay, so let me just choose top 50. So gold is jumping right now. Okay, so gold is in oversold zone. Let me just have a look. And you can see we have missed the shot by 1 minute. Okay, long by 1 minute. Okay, let's wait for candle closing, and then we will try our luck. I'm just waiting for candle close. Indicator. This is not an indicator. This is RSI heat map on twine glass. Let me drop a link in the chat session. I can drop maybe. Yep. So I have dropped the link in the chat session. I don't know if you guys can click it or not, but you can copy it and paste it in your web browser, or wherever you are. I will not rush here. I will wait for it to either get some reaction at VIX, or if we come down, like let's say if we come down at this point, then you can try along here. In the trading view, which indicator, which volume profile are you using in the trading view? Okay, okay. So this is the volume profile, the fixed range volume profile. These are my settings, like 165, 90, and delta and number, and then it's you can change this one. It have no like no changes. Like if you change it width, it's something like these maybe. Yep, it's the size of these ones. You can change it. I set it 28, and yep, that's the stuff. We can long let's try along here. We can long at this point, and then we start like something like this. The entry zone would be like around, let me just, oh, yep, $69,600. So you can try along here. Let me just place my limit orders. And if we miss it, then just miss it. Then we don't touch towards BTC. Okay, so I have placed my limits, and yep, okay, so yep. I'm waiting for W to form a Bitcoin. Yep, you can wait for W. Like W can be something like this. Yep, you can wait, but still we can get some reaction at week maybe. And if you look at 15-minute time frame, we have RSI divergence. No, we don't have. So yep, we you can wait, but still this can be a good entry maybe, in my opinion, at these lows. The SL is around $0.86, 86%. So just don't risk much. Let's say if you risk $100 and whatever leverage, you can have a good SL or like a good TP 2%. Anyone wanna build some shorts like the swing shorts? Like I am waiting for building a swing short, but maybe I will not call in the group. If you guys need it, I will share in the live stream. Now it will come to like the $6,600. We have 2 minutes of time for this one. Where we are sitting 6,966. You can enter at 6,966, but still, or better to wait based on you how you want to take it, trade it. We are at 6,966. Okay, 1 minute 47 seconds. Maybe we see a red candle here, and the next candle will be a green one. Even if we don't fill our entries, maybe next candle will just rush toward the upper side. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so my entry dot filled. Okay, so this chart is of spot. Let me just switch toward second one. My entry on bluffing dot failed and is now moving in profit. This chart is from spot. That's why we have a gap here. Let me just use another chart from like this one. You can see the low was exactly $69,600. That's the low. You can have a look at this point. The low was $69,600, and my entry dot failed. And let me just form a setup again here. The SL was around. Let me just place it. The SL is around like this one, and the TP is around maybe this one. The TP is around 71,600. Not 600, 64. Okay, so this is set up 2.41 hour, and in my opinion, it's a good one. In the meantime, let's move toward US oil. We have entered on this one. Let me just check US oil. Let me just place some TPs on my exchange. Just a minute. SL is 69 8991 68991, and then we have a TP at 71064. So it's a risk reward of like, yep, 2.41. Okay. So US oil. So US oil is forming like inverse head and shoulder pattern. I have told you earlier. We have like this, you can call it a gap or like neckline of this head, inverse head and shoulder or whatever you call it. And then we have like cup and bottom trumpet handle. And again we have a retest of like, let me just pull out my fib. Retest of 80% maybe. Missing by some. We have, is that fib? Yep, is that fib? If we just strip out the wick, then we have a fill here, and if we just move it toward the this side, then we have a golden pocket here. Yep, we have all the confluence in between here. You can also long US oil based on the charts, but still it's risky. It depends on Middle East situation, so don't draw with like huge margin. You can draw with like 0.1% or like 0.05 or like 0.2% margin, and the SL would be around these. The we have a gap here. Let me just have a look. Do we have a gap here? So we will decide the SL. We will take the TP at like 1.236. Let me have a look. Where is 1.236? So it's at 133. Let me just, nope, that will be a bigger one. We will have take a TP at $125, and the SL should be around. Let me see if we have actually have a gap here. Yep, a small gap. So I am placing my SL below this gap. So around $86.90. That will be SL. 86.90. That will be SL. 125.55 will be TP, and current price is $96. So $96 will be at like the entry, and that's the setup of 3.25 RR. That's what I'm looking at right now. My TP1 would be around this, and TP2 would be around, let me add 0.0705 on the fib. Yep, so TP2 is at this, TP3, and then I will use my runners to just hold it. These are the two trades that we have taken, took on the swing trade, on the BTC. You can see I was saying like we form a red candle, fill our entry, and then we have a green candle. Let's see if we can close above this one to see some strength. If we don't, then we will decide on based on reaction here. We have 2 minutes, sir. So this is my position. I will share in the group. This one I will share in the group. Where can I trade US oil? You can trade it on Hyperliquid maybe. I'm not sure if it's on Weeks or Bluffin. Let me have a look at Bluffin. US oil. No. US oil. Not, it's not on Bluffin. Let me have a look at Weeks. Just give me a minute. I will check on every exchange that I can check here. US oil. It's not on Weeks maybe. No. If you know US oil is on as like Weeks or Bluffin or any exchange with any other ticker, let me know in the chat session. I know it's in the Hyperliquid exchange. Let me just show it to you. Hyperliquid. It's at $96. Yep. US oil. So you can see on Hyperliquid it's named at WTI 94.30. It's the same, it's a change amount 94.32. Nope, it's the amount change amount 94.54. then just wait for it. Let me just confirm it with someone who knows where it is. Just because we have a price difference, it's on Binance maybe. Let me just have a look at Binance. USO, Pionex, Maxi. I don't find on weeks. Okay, so we have on Maxi maybe. Let me have a look at Maxi. Maxi. I'm not signed in, but still I will check for you guys, and maybe we'll have a pop up here. I will just cross it. Yep, this one. So not yep. So you can see we have highlighted US oil and WTI. Okay, so Bitcoin is at $9,700. Okay, where is US oil? Okay, so on the cryptos it's at $94.63, while on the charts we have it at $96.3. So we have a price gap. So just wait for it. We have a price gap. Either you can take that price gap and trade it with the same SL, same TP, or you can just skip it until we find where it is with no gap. Binance. Let just let me yep like this. I don't want to issue baby. I want to open Binance.com. Maybe here. Trade in futures. Where is future futures? Nope, we don't have in Binance. So maybe just trade with the price gap. I'm just skipping it just because we have a huge price gap, not like a little cent. We have like a price gap of around $1 and some cents. So I'm just skipping it. Nice jump in that BTC trade. Okay, so yep, you can see we have a jump here, and the same thing happening. We have a green candle. After that red candle, now we will break this one. We will fill this wick, and we will start moving toward the upper side. That's what I'm thinking. That's how you form reversals. So on if you have USO on Pionex and you don't have a price gap, you can trade it. But I will right now skip the US oil one, and I will look for exchange if we have any sort of good exchange with some zero gap stuff. Meanwhile, we our Bitcoin trade is like pumping. Let me show you something. Meanwhile, so this is our channel. If you go to like, if you just swipe it, you can follow me on X. This is the link. You can simply follow me on X, and if you just click it, you will find my X page, and you can simply follow me on X. And I share some like good stuff there. What the final DP? Brother, you can trim 25% at this zone around $69,900 and leave the rest to us $71,000. Why trim here? Just because we don't have much strength here. But if it close, let's say if it close above this candle in 50 seconds, then I would not trim it. I would just move my SL to entry, like the SL to entry, and then just write it. And the final DP is at $71,064. Okay, so we have a wick here. So we are sitting at $69,800. So just wait for it. Wait for it. Better to wait. Place a TP at this point around. this week. Yep, 70,000 is that $70,000 place a TP with around 33% of the margin of the position size. $70,000, 33% of position size, around. Yep. So 33% is enough for me, even if I dot stop out add entry after that. But if it's like a small amount for you, then you can book completely, or how are you gonna manage it? Now we'll just wait for it. I'm just waiting for it to like either go up toward the upper side or to go toward the lower side. Just because we have two loans, one at $69,750 and one had $69,950. So I am giving that try on US oil on hyperliquid with some less margin, like not the best margin. 125.55 is my TP. That's around 322% in with 10x leverage, and the SL would be around $86.9. So okay, not bad. Oh, so we have okay. So I am in at around $95 on hyperliquid. Silver is back at $85. Would it be a good entry for long? Let me see silver. Nope. Silver sold out. Just keep it. Just because this sharp dump don't give a reversal quickly. We should have some sort of news. We are forming like good candle here, but still I don't see some strength here. So just keep it. Let me open my X and let me have some look at news. Is no news as of now. Also, the crypto Twitter have like decreased by 25 to 50%. You don't get like crypto news right exactly at the like release time. It's because of Middle East war and stuff. Let me find some more setups if we can. Someone mentioned hype. Let's see where hype leading. Hype, 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 hype. Okay. Nope. So it's sitting at the same point. Check gold. Oh, yep, we missed gold. Dumping. Okay. On the 5 minute time frame, just keep it. Gold at 1 hour time frame. Okay. Yep. We see a bullish divergence here on 1 hour time frame. Nice spot here. So let me just pull out my fib here. Yep. Around like we are around that golden pocket. So yep. But still, if you trade like on 1 hour, you would have a bigger SL like somewhere around this ISL of around 0.74%. But I'm not thinking it would go like this. Let me just have a look at like the road. news if we have any road news. Why it dumped? Just remember. Apparently no news. Okay. So technical maybe. Okay, so our TP have been trimmed at $75,000. We have booked like 33% of profits. Nice one. GG's to everyone who took the trade on live stream. So my profit is 27% with for 50s leverage. And let me just pull out my profit chart. That's the profit chart. We entered at 69,600 and we closed at $69,981. This is due to spreads on bluffing, and that's my like the trade. So GG's. Let me just add the chart here, like the image here, like this one. Now your SL should be your at entry, like somewhere around here. Don't just hold it blindly. Or actually move. You can move SL in profit, like you can move in profit. But I am moving toward entry just because again 33% is enough for me, even if I get stopped out at entry, so it's okay. Okay, so oil is on BingX. Listed on BingX. We got information a little late, and that's why we missed the whole pump. The whole like the signal. But still, again, I'm trimming 25% at this point, like $70,300, and moving my stop loss to around $69,787. Let me trim 33%. Market. Yep, close. Okay. So my SL is at $69,784. There you go with the profit rod. 51% profits. GG's. You guys are loving, should be loving these trades. We took BTC today, yesterday, not yesterday, on Tuesday, we took XRP. And the second one was maybe silver. Yep, silver. We took silver. So two trades on Tuesday, one trade today, and the stream is long, 1 hour and 2 minutes. Maybe I should look for another scalp and then we will close it. That close the stream. What's happening with gold? Let me just have a look. On 5 minute time frame is just forming. Okay, not a like strong one, but still a good reversal. A strong reversal is something like this. The first candle should cross the previous candle, but here the three candle is equal to one candle, so that's not a good reversal. Candles tell you everything, everything. Like this trade was based on purely candles. We don't have anything else here. That's my first TP, 7,300. Perfect. And you have achieved, let's say if we get stopped out here, then we have achieved our order of $1.27. 1.27 order, sorry. Good one. And I will hold it right. Like let just hold it and I will sell my rest at this $71,000. SL is at this point, so no worries. Maybe we should do like something. I have an idea in my mind that we should do a demo account risk management guide for you all. Just because sometimes I share a signal, I share a trade, people say I got liquidated, I got stopped out, and some people ask like, how do you manage your 50x positions? Like this position was 50x. Where are my pictures going? I added a picture here. It did maybe. Let me add again. So this is a picture. So yep, we should do something about that. Like the 50x, you can see at 50x, and my liquidation was at around $25,000. Let me just show it to you guys. My liquidation is at this. You can see my liquidation is at $25,000 with 50x leverage. So that's why I'm chill on even on live stream. Good. You can see we weren't able to break the previous candle again. Let me just delete it and okay. So I will try to find a new trade here. If you're in the previous trade, just manage it according to the SLG one. And let me just uh, this one, okay, data. And so on coin glass you just go on data and then RC heat map, and you will see something like this. After that you just move to a top 50 and this. So we have only two coins, hype and trump on the let me just move it to a let me just move to a like 5 minute time frame. We don't have any position movement. We don't have any movement in even in 15 minutes. On 1 hour we have APT and Trump. Let me just have a look at APT and Trump. Again we have opened a spot chart. Let me open the future one. What a time frame? 1 hour. On 1 hour we are dumping. Okay. So this was the so-called gap. We tap 1, 2, 3 times and the gap is weak right now and we don't see any sort of reversal here. So in my opinion it should go down. Should we keep previous BTC limit? Yep, that's a swing limit that you should keep it open. I think so. That's the one I shared here. Let me just open it around this in this chart. You are talking about this one. Yep, this is open. You should keep it open. This is valid. We moved to Google SR in entry to profits maybe. If we move, then our stop loss got hit. If it's in break even, then it's still valid. We are still in. So on other charts, we don't have anything else. On coin glass, we have ABT and Trump. APT isn't showing anything, even in 5 minute time frame. We have RSI divergence, but still, I don't see something bullish here. Like we have a W pattern, but I would love to wait for this candle to like break. If we don't break this candle above this one, then I will just skip it. Let me just add countdown here. So we have 1 minute 20 seconds. If we break this one on the upper side, then I will trade it, and my trade will be something like this. I will target this like 2.5 hour. Otherwise, I will skip it and just ignore it. Okay, so you can see the reaction POC. That's why POC is important. You can see we tapped POC and now we are slightly getting rejected. But in my opinion, this is something like this. We will get reject and then we start moving toward the upper side. So 46 seconds. Let's see what happens. So we have a big figure. This much amount wiped out from US stock market in the first 2 hours of trading today. Okay. So that's why gold was dumping at the start. LYN overbought. LYN. It's something crypto or LYN. I don't remember it's a stock, maybe. Let me open LYN here. LYN. You're talking about this LYN. Just keep it. It's just moving toward the upper side and upper side. It's sort of manipulation. Let me see if it's on the monitoring tag on Binance. Let me just search it on Binance. LYN. What's happened to this one? Gainers. We don't have it in gainers, but still LYN. Okay, so we don't have anything related to LYN on Binance top gainers. Let me search LYN. Okay, so it's in alpha. Binance alpha. Okay. And info is that we have open an interest spike. Yesterday we got 6.8 million of volume, like the open interest, but in just 2 hours we got 2 million open interest, and that's why we're pumping. Many people were shorting, and let me just have a look at bigger history, like 1 hour. Like at in the afternoon we got 31 million, like around. Let me just show you in the chart. Around this zone we got 31 million open interest dollars. At this point we got around $5 million, and then at this point we got around $10 million. So that was what the difference here, that people were shorting here or people were long in here, that people got liquidated. We got toward $5, and then now we are sitting at $10 million. So that's not a bit like that's not a good stuff. Like people got liquidated, maximum people got liquidated. And let me see, long people are long or shorting. So today people were shorting, and maximum shorters were at this zone. I am looking at my mobile. It's on Binance, that it's on actually on Binance. You can go to binance.com or Binance website. You have a look at info, and in trading data you will get these informations. And the funding rate is also minus 0.1659. So I will just skip it. I will just skip it. We got a question. Do you mostly trade cross or accelerated? I trade cross with like 1% of the whole account, future account, and then you can easily trade it. Like 1% multiplied by 50x is equal to 50% of my whole portfolio, and that's how I trade it. Two trades is equal to 100%, but still I manage my own position. That's why sometimes I enter with like 0.1%. Okay, so we have here, let me just open it. We have the value of 96.7, and if we just have a look at here, we have a value of 96.58, and we have a look at this 95.77. I'm just looking values, so let me just look at it. Okay, so on hyperliquid it's liquid, in the Brent oil, the it's listed as Brent oil, and there's a gap of like 50 cents, so it's okay, you can trade like that. And right now we have a gap of 50 cents. You can trade it. Brent oil, named as Brent oil. Someone said in someone shared in my WhatsApp. Okay, so we are pumping again. on Bitcoin. And where's APT? Okay, APT is also pumping. Here's my coin glass. Okay, Trump. What happened to Trump? Not the actual Trump, the Trump coin. The live stream is around 1 hour and 15 minutes, so maybe we'll just wind it up in around 5 to 10 minutes. And it's a massive coin, just give it. I don't know why the coins aren't moving as much as they should. Okay, so the gold is back in the range. The PAXG, I will to use PAXG here just because we are trading in a crypto market and we should trade PAXG in the like in the first step position. So we don't have any Arthur divergence here. We have one, but I don't respect this one just because we have no strength here. We are still unable to break this one. Once we break this one, then I will enter at market SLR around this and maybe TP around this one and first TP around this one. That's what the setup should look like. Or maybe like move to a forex maybe. You guys have forex accounts? Like you forex because if you guys have then from tomorrow maybe we can trade forex on the live stream also. Like we can trade like BTC, then we have like the metals, commodities, then we have forex. So we trade everything, each and everything. And my zone of interest for Euro USDT is this. I will short at this point and then we can place our SL here and TP around there or maybe 1.236. Let me just farm it 1.236. Where is it? On the reversal and TP around this point. So it will be something like this, like 3 RR. But still wait for base confirmation. Don't enter blindly. I don't know why BTC is behaving like this. Due to stock market. If anyone want to taste it, you can take this in APT. I am taking this on APT. I am long in APT as CMP 0.909 with around 20x leverage. I am long APT at 20x leverage. My entry price is 0.912. I will change it here. This is my entry price. My TV will be around 0.934 and my SL will be 0.912. That's my trade here. And my TP will be 0.934. So yep, this is a setup of 2 RR. And yes. What do you think Ethereum can pump fake pump to like 2180 or 2200? Okay. 2180 is around this. Yep, I mentioned earlier we can pump to like this red zone and this red zone, we can pump toward this. And that's what I said, if you're trying to build a swing trade, then you should enter at this one and you should short it toward like the next bigger position downtrend. That's what I'm expecting. Yes, forex. Okay, so perfect. So keep your accounts ready in forex. I am not doing any affiliate exchange or any affiliate stuff, but you can trade in forex. We should, just because we don't have like this one, that some I have some charts in your forex. Oh, let me just have a look at this. What happened to BTC? We are just moving in the BF level. So that's what the BF level looks like. The overall position is, that's why I'm saying like build a swing short, just because you can see we are in a this situation. And I expect we are sitting at this point or around this point, that we should go up towards, and then we should start moving to the upper side, lower side, and the lower target is $48,000, somewhere around there. That's how it should go. Not like in 2 days or like 3 days, but it will go in like you can call it in weeks. And the live stream is around 1 minute and 19 seconds. So I'm ending the stream here, and we are in a APT scalp. And yep, that's the trade here. We took APT today, we took BTC today. BTC is around 1.37% profit. GG's 1.6 RR trade. And yep, that's what I'm expecting it should go to 1%. And these are TPs. If you are still here, these are the TPs for APT. And if you're in 0.9189, then I would trim it here. That's my two TPs. That's what I'm just saying. Do you use any paid indicator trading? No. Yep, on the trading view, I have a paid indicator, but it's not like the paid one. It's from paid subscription of trading view, like the TPO. I use this one. I don't have any other paid indicators. This shows you like where the volume is, where the BTC price sitting at. Like if I look open the BTC chart, and it will show the data of today. Like today, if I was looking at TPO, I wasn't looking at TPO. If I was looking at TPO, I should have entered at $69,400, and my TP would be around this point. That's how you use TPO. TPO is an important zone, like important indicator. Once we come to POC, you should wait for the action, and if you got a bullish action like this, you just long it blindly. Not that much blindly, but still, if you have trust on this indicator. Does that mean everything we need is generated? Yeah, everything is free. You can see today I use no indicator, nothing. I just use like the this 15 volume profile and simple candles, and we trade this one. And on APD, we just use the RC RC heat map this one, and we just found the APT. Nothing else, nothing extra, nothing paid. And yep, so I'm ending a stream here. See you all tomorrow maybe, and bye bye. Take care. Good night.